As part of the Setting Up an Excel Spreadsheet to Work with Power BI series, we had a previous step 2 that used the Power BI web application services to connect to a Power BI data sample. But in today's example, we're going to actually use the Power BI desktop to do this service, and we're going to connect to that same data service. And I'm going to show you a little trick to do that. So stay tuned. We're going to jump right to it. So sometimes it's easier to set up a data set in one of the two applications, either the service, the online service, Power BI, or within the desktop itself. And I've found especially with SharePoint data, it seems to be easier just to set it up here inside the Power BI online service and then connect it to the Power BI desktop. So let me show you how to do that. So here you can see, I keep going back and forth to this, here you can see this data set here that's set up right here. And we have one report that we've created off of it. We have refresh already scheduled, and everything's working exactly like we want it to work. Now let's get to work here in the Power BI desktop. So in order to get to the desktop, you could load that, by the way, natively if you went to get data from another data source. And then when this comes in, you can type in SharePoint folder. Now when you type in SharePoint folder, so for example, you could say I want to get a file and I want to get it out of SharePoint folder, or you could just search for SharePoint folder and you could hit connect, and then it's going to give you an opportunity to put in a URL. This doesn't always work consistently for me. So instead what I do is I go over to here, to the desktop app, and I connect the data source up. Then I just go back over to here and I load the data. And to do that, we have to go here to Get Data. Power BI Data Sets is what we want. So we're going to go there to the Power BI Data Sets, and then it's going to come up and boom, it's going to automatically look back, see what we have connected to our account, and we're going to see that report right there. And so we're just going to click on that bad boy. We're going to click on connect. Now the data will automatically be loaded in and we can begin. You can see it kind of coming up over here. It'll take just a minute to do that, and then there you go. Now we have all of the data within this environment, so we can quickly take a look and manipulate the data and do whatever we're going to do, but using the desktop app instead. When you get done, you'll just go ahead and publish whatever reports you create from the data. You'll publish up, and then that refresh cycle, that schedule that you already have established within your, right here, this schedule here, schedule refresh that you already have established for this data set right here, is going to continue to work, and you can use the full features of the desktop to create your visualization.